These wrought iron fences add a touch of class to the neighborhood.
Hi, Leonard. How are you?
I've been getting some business from my post in the warehouse, Jared. What can I help you with today?
I want to buy a ticket.
You'll never find a cheaper time to travel, Jared. And there is room on the ship. The routes to California are around Cape Horn or by way of Panama. The prices are Panama route, $900. Cape route, $650. Are you interested in a ticket?
Yes.
Which route are you interested in, Cape Horn or Panama?
The Panama route sounds good.
The cost of a trip to California by way of Panama is $900. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Yes, I want to buy a ticket.
That will be $900 in cash, please.
That is all the money I have.
Thanks, Jared. Here's your ticket. I hope you strike it rich.
Is there something I can do for you?
I think I want to buy something.
Good. What are you interested in?
I want to buy the mosquito net.
Your account balance is adequate. I'll charge your account.
I gotta go. See ya.
You possess a ticket entitling you to a trip to California via the Panama Isthmus.
The ship will be leaving in a few minutes. Ahoy, mate. It won't be much longer and we will be departing for distant lands. I hope you will be with us. The ship will... Ahoy.
If you were to visit a place with many mosquitoes, this netting would keep those pesky insects from biting you. You possess a ticket entitling you to a trip to California via the Panama Isthmus. It's a mint condition, uncirculated 1848 solid gold coin.
What can I do for you?
Could you please check my mailbox for me?
Let me check. I'll be right back. Good news, Jared. You have a letter.
He places the letter on the counter. The envelope is tattered from traveling across the continent. There's no return address, but there is a postmark and a stamp.
I gotta go.
January 25th, 1848. Jared, this letter is of great importance, as you will find. I live in the area drained by the American River. Today I buried Pa in the nearby cemetery. Only you will understand. Come here quickly. Farewell, Jake. P.S. Bring family photo from home so I will know it's you.
Excuse me, sir. My name is Jared Wilson. I'll be going to California with you.
Welcome aboard the Seafarer. It is my hope that my crew, my vessel, and myself will be of service to you.
The Panama route, since it is in most cases the most expensive route, generally attracts the slightly more sophisticated passenger. But the jungle has no respect for sophistication, only surprises. Some of these people haven't seen a hard day's work in their entire lives, save chopping that firewood for Mother. But nonetheless, it has become the route taken by New York brokers, Philadelphia lawyers, Boston bankers, and big city doctors. The captain advises the passengers that it will take approximately 2 to 3 weeks to get to the Rio Chagres. There is one main advantage of this route over the Cape Horn route. It normally takes less time than the Cape Horn route, getting you to that California gold as soon as possible. That is, if everything goes right. You are taking a big chance on catching a ride on the Pacific side of the isthmus. You must also contend with the Panamanian jungle. As you travel farther south, the humidity continues to rise. In the distance, you get your first glimpse of the Panamanian coastline. It is a wall of green, rising abruptly from a beautiful blue sea. There are a few coral islands and reefs that your captain meticulously maneuvers around. The scenery is changing. It's just as difficult to walk across the isthmus today as it was for Balboa centuries ago. Near the mouth of the Rio Chagres are ancient Spanish, Scottish, and English forts, now in ruins. The most famous of these is Fort San Lorenzo. Hidden by the dense jungle are many more that are now invisible. Other cities and fortresses which once flourished are now overgrown and hidden. No one knows where they are. Ships arriving from all over the world are not allowed to dock on the Caribbean side of the isthmus. Ships must anchor offshore, which results in the passengers having to pay exorbitant prices to native business people for a ride to shore. You will ride to shore in 40 miles up the Rio Chagres in small wooden boats. Offshore, it is beautifully silent. The crooked river winds its way through a deep canyon with steep walls covered with thick vegetation. In the jungle, it is never silent. There is an underlying hum and rustle, and the sound of water dripping. Birds are squawking, monkeys are chattering, things you can't see are crashing and crumbling. The wildlife is breathtaking. Monkeys are seen swinging in the trees. Alligators are sunning on logs. Jaguars stalk the shore. Flamingos, pelicans, eagles, blue and white herons, and vultures dot the sky. Not to mention all the creatures you can't see that are watching you. Insects are unbearable. They are not just a nuisance, they carry dreaded, deadly diseases. At times, it is necessary to get out of the boat and drag it through shallow portions of the river. You don't want to touch the jungle plants. Some of them have poisonous juice. Some have 4-inch spikes. Some have blades as long and sharp as swords. You sweat continuously. The temperature may only be 85 degrees Fahrenheit, but the air is saturated and perfectly still. All around you is the smell of hot, wet, rotten vegetation. You're beginning to wonder why you ever left the comforts of Brooklyn.
Hungo bungo krama zumba humba wa ratsa snufagunga.
The leader of the natives said, "Give us all your valuable possessions. If you do, we will let you live."
Afadunga lo bumbu yoyokumbe kruba yuzu smakara.
If we don't, they will kill us as dead as a mackerel. I don't think they are bluffing. Do you think we should give them our valuables?
Do you want to cooperate and hand out your items?
Yes, we will cooperate.
Hango yogonza. Nugo mienda yersava o en buzogonza.
Your gold coin is deep in your pocket. As you empty your pockets, you daringly leave it there. The letter from your brother Jake was in your hip pocket. You leave that there. You take everything you have and throw it onto the shore. All you have now are the tattered threads covering your bug-bitten body. Everything else you have with you is thrown onto the shore. The leader of the natives runs over to the loot lying on the shore.
Mumbo, jumbo ya sona gumbo, pura mumbo sama ruba
and they are happy with the items we have given them, we are free to go.
It was worth it, Harry.
Yes, the suckers just keep on falling for that.
Hello, how are you?
I've been traveling long and hard. It's time to rest and relax for a while. In fact, stranger, you look tired. I wish there was something I could do for you. Well, maybe there is something I can do. Here, take this book. It may be helpful to you. Go ahead, take it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It has a worn black leather cover. The pages are edged with gold. Bushes and vines line the road. There are many vines in this part of the jungle, but right here you see none that are interesting. This portion of the road is very steep and rocky. Oh no, it only takes one of those tiny, vicious creatures to get up your pants leg. You're on your way to the vine. The road looks clear, so get down from here.
Ow! Ow!
First, you take a good look around to see that no one is watching you. Then, you cautiously pick up the gold disc, constantly on the lookout for creepy crawlers. Centuries ago, gold was carried along this route. It is now overgrown. There are narrow trails. This solid gold disc was lost on the ancient Spanish road in Panama centuries ago. It is priceless. you don't see how this ship is going to survive a voyage of 3,500 miles from Panama to California. There are no words to describe how overcrowded this ship is. It's so heavy that you're amazed it's still afloat. Every square foot of deck space is occupied by a gold seeker or his baggage. Some passengers sleep in hammocks hung in the rigging. Others sleep on the deck or on the passengers next to them. All hands are on deck as you approach California. To the gold-seeking passengers on board, it is the long-awaited Promised Land. Everyone cheers for the captain as he guides the ship through the Golden Gate. The shoreline is covered with lush green plants. What a beautiful sight! The captain takes you across the bay and up the Sacramento River. You jump on board the stage bound for Sutter's Fort, and you're on your way.